What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Front Office Football 9 video. Snack here with our New Orleans Saints playthrough, and we're about to get into one of my favorite parts of this game is the preseason episode here, where we take a look at our weight training plan and our positional fits and see if we can move any guys around and trim the roster down and get that final product. So let's take a dive in here. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got, quarterbacks usually fine. No, nothing really to make there. This might be Glenn we drafted in the first round a couple of years ago. It might be. I wonder if he's like worth anything on the trade market. Because he's a former first rounder. He's just got no juice, man. It hasn't worked out for him. It was a bad pick. I thought we could maybe move off of Lawrence or something, like to get into a cap-friendly situation again, but I think Lawrence has been doing just fine. We've figured out ways to like find values around him. Let's see, running backs mostly good here. Couple heavy guys. Fullback, who is only 208. That's interesting. Or he might be better as a running back, honestly. Why is he... I'm wondering why he's labeled a good fullback. Just because he's strong and isn't fast? I guess. But he's not a good blocker. He could be a good blocker, I suppose. Okay. Whatever. And Eli Holder, Zach Eder, both of those guys are better running backs. Okay. A tight end group. Shed a little bit for Dante. And maybe bulk up a little bit for Julius. Okay. Wide receivers. We got Puka. Carl, we can maybe get him to shred a little bit. Okay. Martin Richard, another rookie. That was a pretty nice little backup pick there. And groom him up into an eventual starter to replace Daniel. Guards. These guys are lighter. We got some lighter guard play. These guys around. Shannon's best as a left guard. Charles at right. And Stan can play either. Cool. Wait, Charles at right. And Stan at either, but we got him at left. Perfect. Okay. And then tackles, we got a lot of them. Oh, let's see. Israel, right tackle. Donovan at left. Both of these guys are just as good at either. See, Damon, definitely better as a right. Vince might be better at right as well. Let's see if we can get him to right. Whoops. Same level of experience, position changes minor. He goes from a 2739 to a 2739. Okay. Vince. Irv. Also better at right. He's already there. He's at right, but he's better left, Brandon Baird. 2245 overall. Retaining 95%. Okay. Yeah, and he's going to be a little bit out of weight there for left. Only above the average. Height is about average. Can he shred? No, he can only gain weight. Okay. So maybe it is best to keep him at right. A lot of right tackles. It's okay. They can interchange. But just for development purposes. Okay, this is always where it gets interesting here, is the front seven, because there's a lot of guys that can interchange. Looking where we're at here. So Walt Powell, is this dude an undrafted free agent? He is. So I have no problem changing around undrafted free agents to get them wherever they could fit best. And it looks like Walt is going to be better at a 4-3 D end. And he can shred weight even further if he needs to. So let's get him to D end, change player's position. Maybe a bit short for success at the new position, so significantly below there. How about right end? Below, below. Significantly below to significantly above. And it's a minor change. So if we get him to lose some weight, which he can do. He can't gain weight, but he can lose weight. This will be better for him at right end. 31.46 to 33.49. There we go. And then Walt, we'll want him to lose some weight. We will want Mitch to lose some weight. Let's see. These guys can't really move at all, weight-wise, or position-wise, I suppose. Another D end here, Terrence Stern. He's been a D tackle for a while, and we've properly backfilled. So I think we can move him over to D end too. We're obviously going to be heavily weighted at D end. We're going to have to make some moves. You know, trade some guys around or whatever. But let's get Terrence over to D end. He's 275, 6'4". He might be able to play some left end. About average and above average. Above average and above average. So yeah, he's going to be better at left end. So let's make this change. 47 to a 49. Nice. So get some more proper depth in there. He's in his 4th year, so he's in his contract season. We might be able to trade him. Okay. No changes there with weight, and then D tackles. Let's get Griffin up a little bit. Yeah, no changes there. Cool. Linebackers. We drafted really well at linebacker. See, like Harris, Derek Harris at middle. Can get up to a 56. He was drafted in the 1st round. So he could play right away. Hugh Carpenter, we have him on contract for 2 more seasons. But they're both 4-3 guys, so just kind of chill him there. And then outside, Ruben's a better fit inside, but and then we drafted Tyrus Meyer. This guy was a 4th rounder. 4th rounder. He's best fit as a 3-4 outside linebacker, which is essentially a D end in some roles. So he's kind of like a tweener. 265, that's probably why. Looking at his skill set, he's got room to grow as a pass defender. I'm wondering if he would be best fit. He's probably... Yeah, so if we were to change him to D end, like left end, he's going from significantly above to below, above to about average. So that's good. At right end, he'd be about average in both. So he's definitely, like, size-wise, a better fit to be a D-end. And he can swing both ways weight-wise. We could bulk him up. We could slim him down. But he's obviously closer. Like, if we switched him to right end, he wouldn't have to change much. We're already locked up with Reed and Ruben as our starting outside guys. We have two viable inside linebackers. So he can get up to a 70 and he can be a starter over like Ruben or something. But we're financially committed to Ruben. For, you know, a couple, probably for the duration of his contract, unfortunately. This is a tough one. Roland, he's got 2 years left. Reed, we just re-signed. So he's on a big deal. Not a massive commitment, but it's not a big deal. So if we were to move him to D end, I think we would have to make some trades. We'd have to trade like we'd have to trade a couple, and we would want to ensure that he's a good D end too. He's definitely going to be like, we'll get it. This is interesting. Pass rush strength is his biggest ability right now, outside of just smart. He's smart. He's got a low personality, so I do want to get him in a place where he's thriving before he gets upset about not playing or something. Yeah, he could get good at pass defense. He's a physical pass defender. That's another one of his best traits. And pass intercepting. He's smart about it. So I feel like we do want to keep him in linebacker to grow to his full potential. Like, I think if we switch him to D end, even though he's a better size for it, he's probably best fit at outside linebacker. So I think we try and slim him down and keep him at linebacker. It's tough, man, because he definitely is the right size to be a D end. He's got a D end skill set, and he can grow into a really nice 80, 50, and 78. $15.78. So he's not going to be Caleb Bryant at D end. 80, 50, 78. He could be close to Allen Rodgers. He's definitely better than Stearns. So somewhere in there, he'd probably cap out at like a 60 something for a D end. He's 70 something for a linebacker. Because of the pass stuff, and he can get much better defending the pass. He's not going to be a great pass defender. Not going to be great in coverage, but he will be good enough, and then he'll be really good against the run, pass rush. He could just be like an all-around player at outside linebacker, and I think I'd rather push for that. So I'm going to have him slim down and stay at linebacker. Eventually, you know, Reed is what, 30 years old? Ruben is, you know, not the greatest player on earth. Roland DeStefano, he's kind of maxed out. He's got a couple of years left. Like, there's a path for him in the next couple of years to be, even this year, if he gets to 70 quickly, he could be a starting linebacker for us. So I do want to give him that ability. We got him at weak right now. I think we should get him to strong, because that's where his fit is. He's a 3-4 strong. So let's get him to strong outside. Above. He's still going to be a lot bigger than he should be, I guess, but 50, 70 to 50, 70. All right. So let's keep him there. Cool. Okay, and then the secondary. Got this 202 right here, Joel Tang. Wonder he can get really good in run defense. Really good in man, really good in zone. This guy's just a good pick, man. Strong safety. It's gonna be a little below weight. A little below weight. Can he grow at all? Can he bulk? He can, or he could slim down. He could be anything we want him to be. And he's right in between. So we could have him slim down. He's closer to a safety weight though. Raul Chavez. We're gonna pay this guy. He's about to get a new contract. Ricardo Fryer is 28. He looks like he's about ready to be paid, but we could move him too. And just throw Joel right at safety. And have Jackson Fellows, Terrion Arnold, Ruben Delgado at corner. Those guys are a little smaller. Yeah, man, that's interesting. That's really interesting. And we still have Steven Ja. Who's available. And Quinton could play corner, possibly. Can he? Nah, better run defender. Doesn't really have the coverage skills at all, especially in zone. Woof. So he's probably better at safety. Even though he's 196 coming in light. So we'll have him bulk up. This is interesting. Because Joel could easily grow into our best corner. I think it comes down to it, like, comes down to it, probably want to keep Joel at corner. Because Terrion might be, you know, he's 30. This could be his last. He might drop from 59 pretty soon. Jackson's good. Ruben's good. And then we'd have a really strong set of three corners. But if there's something out there that we could trade Ricardo, I'd be open to just, well, Ricardo's what? A free safety. And so is Steven Ja. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it too much. I think we'll just keep Joel at corner because of that. It's too good. It's too good. Bert Clark here. He looks like he could be a hit too. Yeah, so if his starts to max out, we could always shift somebody over at some point. Like, dang, maybe we I don't want to lose the window on this flexibility. Or start shifting him to where we want him now. I think I want him at corner though. Yeah. Okay. I think that's pretty good. And now really what it comes down to is we're gonna have to make some moves. Possibly trade some guys. Um, yeah. Okay. That's good. Phone it in. All right, let's get up to the Baltimore game. Too many active players. Fine. We have 63. We need to cut 3 guys. I think it's time to cut some of this, like we can't keep holding on to Glenn, waiting for this thing to work out. He's just got to go. Look at that cap hit though. We would take 3 mil against this year's and then 3 against next year's. Yeah, I think I'd rather just do it now. He just doesn't seem to have it. Oh my gosh, look at the zeros up here. So bad, dude. He's just such a bust. Yeah, get him out. I don't want to deal with it. And here's oh whoops, not Eli, but Don, 2nd round pick. I mean, yeah, dude, like this 2031 draft was kind of bad. We made some moves that we probably shouldn't have done. Yep, I think it's just like we're just holding on to this for no reason. Like we're waiting for something to happen. It's been 3 years. It's not happening. Let's see. We got 3 undrafted. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a 4-year pro right here, Will Sapp. He's been in the system. Let's actually get a look at personality here too. Just want to make sure everyone's happy. Great. Okay. Got some rookies on the line. Willie Rule, Stan Lewis. 6 receivers. Like to see what happens with them before we start going crazy with it. This dude undrafted from this year, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks like his potential dropped a little bit. I think we're good to go forward with the other guys on the roster right now. Sapp and Devonzo has a little bit more potential. All right. So now we got 60. All right. Now we need to cut another 7 or get rid of another 7 here. What do we got? Sprained MCL. Still a good level performance. Okay. So he can play, but he's doubtful. Honestly, though, 7 weeks, full strength, moderate re-injury risk. He's doubtful right now. Do we just sit him 4 weeks and just hold the roster spot? Maybe. Derek Harris. He's good. Brock Lyons. His ribcage is good. Jackson Fellows. He's fine. All right. Whoa, Joel Tang immediately jumps up to a 63 and he's our number 1 corner. And look at that. Terrion Arnold immediately dropped. Immediately dropped to a 47. I knew that was good. I'm glad we kept him at corner. I had a feeling that something like that would happen. Raul up to an 80, but Ricardo and Ja definitely losing some value there. Caleb Bryant dropping from high 70s down to 71. Tyrus Meyer dropped to a 60 potential. So it looks like a lot of that was in his coverage capabilities. And then also his pass rush technique, he lost a bit as well. Might be better than ever to get him over to DN now, though. What is his weight at right now? He dropped to 257, dang. Yeah, that was maybe the wrong move, huh? Still 54 and could still get up to a 60. So that's still a good linebacker, but that's okay. We'll leave him there. Okay. See how the line's looking here. Shannon jumping up a little. Charles get up to a 65. Nice. Daniel dropped a little bit. Martin's potential rose. Okay. Cool. I see some potentials dropping for Simpkins, I think. Chris around a 42. Dante rose a little bit. Okay. All right. We probably, so yeah, let's start by getting Garrison Miller on IR. Just save ourselves 4 weeks so that we can save a roster spot there. There's 1, 2, 3. We're gonna start the year with a crappy running back, I think. We're gonna have to throw the ball. Brandon Baird definitely dropped a little bit. He's undrafted. I'm fine getting rid of that. Even Damon dropped a little bit. It's our backup guard, or backup tackle. It's fine. He's still 39, but something's got to happen here at the end. Terrence Stern in his final year. And we got more cap control over Havens. So I like him as our backup D end. Still got a couple. Oh, this is his last year for Alan Rodgers, huh? Okay. Yeah, let's see if we could trade Terrence to start. Terrence. These two are undrafted. Let's see if we could trade Terrence here. Another DN that we're selling. Atlanta. I don't care if it's in the same conference. Go for it. 3rd and a 4th. Okay. A 2nd and a 7th, but we give up a 3rd. Let's see. Give up a 3rd. Jacksonville. Give up a 3rd. Let's see what Las Vegas. Give up a 3rd. Yeah, I think I'm fine just taking a 3rd and a 4th for him. That's in 2035. Yep. Creates a little cap space. Got 8 mil now. Okay. Okay. Still got to make a move here at the end, I think. Somebody's got to go. It's fine. I don't want to drop Terry and Arnold yet because I think he's got some of the reason that Joel has been growing so quickly and so much. So I want to actually keep him. I think it's worth it to keep him. Our Chatham was a nice steal in the 6th round. That's a solid player. We got 6 corners. We just need to get rid of one of these DNs, I think, unfortunately. Andre a little bit further. Probably Mitch Dumont here. It's tackles. Irv's still at 25, man. He's got a little bit more potential than Vince, the 5th rounder. Got some receivers here. 5th rounder, Stan Lewis, not really turning into what we'd hoped. That's probably one where I feel fine. Yeah, I'll probably. Well, let me see here. Stan Lewis. Let me see if I can trade him real quick. He was a 5th rounder. He's probably not. We're not gonna get much for him. Oh, Arizona. Ooh, what are we thinking? Nothing. This is one of those things where nobody's gonna take anything for him here. I don't think. If it goes a couple more, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna cut him. Green Bay. So he's gonna get signed, but nobody's gonna trade for him. He's just a good kickoff returner. Yep. Oh, we got to cut a quarterback probably. This dude was undrafted. Yep, and that gets us to 54, and we need one more. One more cut. We're coming in. We're coming into the year with a 32 at running back right now. Undrafted running back starting right now. Brock looks like he's probable though, so we'll be good. He'll play. One more cut. It's probably going to be one of these safeties here. Ricardo's a starter at safety right now. I wonder. Terrion dropped 10 pounds? He was 199 coming into the year. No corner. Joel dropped to a 189 too. He cut like almost 12 pounds. Dang, that thing is really. You're gonna cut some weight if you cut some weight, and you're probably gonna bulk up quite. The weight training plan goes crazy. You gotta be careful with that. You could dial it up too quick. We don't really like. We gotta kind of keep Ricardo Fryer because he's not really. He's our starter at free safety. Jaws, good depth. I mean, is there anyone that's like? This fullback. But we're short on running backs right now. It could be nice to have a fullback too. Um, Bellinger dropped to a 33. Dang. That's what happens when you sign old guys. Sometimes it looks a little better than you think. And at least he's a mentor. If you're going to sign an old guy, at least make sure they're a mentor, because if they've dropped, then they still provide some value to you. Drafted, undrafted, undrafted. Got this guy in free agency. Trade for Fryer. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what would be the best course of action here. Ideally, we would be able to trade one of these guys that we have to re-sign. But a lot of these are positions of needs. We can't really afford to do that right now. Dalton Mack, but he's our backup quarterback. Yeah, that's tough. Maybe Griffin. We'd be at 3 D tackles for the year. Walt Powell, he's an undrafted guy. I wonder if anyone would trade for him. We just signed him, undrafted. I don't think we could even trade him. Yeah, we can't trade him. I think I love the potential with Walt, but we have a couple guys that we like drafted, have a little bit more cap control over, and just about as much potential. He's at 36. Yeah, I think that's him. Unfortunately, I like it, but all right, cool. There's our final roster right there. I mean, and now we just gotta let's get some like. Got doubtful. He's on reserve. Questionable. And these two are probable. So just Jackson Fellows, that looks like he's possibly going to be out, but he's questionable. I'll leave it open for him to play. All right, so now it comes down to who are we sitting? I think, let's see, we got Irv and Campos probably will come in with a couple of line sitting there. Probably Angeles and Griffin. A couple more will sit Roland. Sit Xavier, coming a little short on linebackers, and maybe Burt. All right, let's keep well, Derek's hurt. I think he's questionable. Is he the one that's questionable? No, he's probable. We'll leave Roland out there. He's a good special teamer for us. Yeah. Cool. Could also go Quentin Granados here too. Doesn't really do much for us on special teams. If one of these other guys is a good special teamer. No, not Griffin. No. Yeah, that's cool. We'll leave Quentin out there because he is okay at special teams. All right, cool. This is it right here. Final roster. All right, guys. Next time we see you, we'll be getting into week 1, 2033. We got Carolina to kick it off, and we'll see if we can make another freaking run at a conference final. We've been to 5 straight. 5 straight, man. See what we can do. But yeah, we'll catch y'all in that video, and see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.